CrossFit fans and family, welcome to the 2015 Reebok CrossFit Games California Regional. We are live at the Del Mar Fairgrounds in beautiful San Diego, California. The forecast called for rain, but it's actually a gorgeous day for fitness. Now, the 20 fittest athletes from NorCal will take on the 20 fittest athletes from SoCal. They're fighting for one of 5 coveted spots to the 2015 Reebok CrossFit Games.
Randy, underway, the 4th and final heat.
The NorCal versus SoCal, basically, you know. I hope SoCal can represent and we can do really well and hopefully sweep that podium is what I'm really hoping for.
Josh Bridges, 3-time Games athlete. In his rookie debut last year, he was 4th at the Games, and he is fired up as usual. Brook Ence, she's got the physical tools. She can keep her head in the right place. She can go to the Games this year.
It's only my 2nd year competing at regionals as an individual, so it being all of California stresses me out just a little bit.
Then we have Lindsey Valenzuela, who's been to the Games 3 times. She missed it last year, taking 4th at regionals. I think that's only going to fuel her fire to make it back this season. Chelsea Grigsby, this year in the Open, she finished 3rd in Southern California, ahead of the likes of Rebecca Voigt, Valerie Vogel.
You know, it's cool to be around Annie Sakamoto and Chris Clever and just all the classics and greats who've been around, and all the new up-and-coming women who just murder stuff. And so it's exciting every year. I mean, how can you not have nerves?
Dan Bailey has yet to put the bar down, closing in on the 2-minute mark, the best time we've seen in the world. 2 minutes and 24 seconds, and Dan Bailey.
I could see out of the corner of my eye a couple of my competitors. I saw them drop the bar once or twice, and it just kind of fed the fire to keep moving. And as soon as I crossed the finish line, I was so stoked.
And the fastest man in CrossFit may set the event record at an unofficial time of 2 minutes and 17 seconds.
What would it mean for you to go to the games?
It would be super surreal because I've never really considered myself at the level of all the women that I'm competing with this weekend.
Final heat underway. Tommy V.
Rebecca Voigt, an incredible athlete. What an amazing history, 7 times at the Games, but I just think with the younger, more fired up competitors, you know, eager to take a spot and just dedicate their entire day to training. She's just opened an affiliate, which is overwhelming. I just don't think she's going to get back this year, and I've never wanted to be wrong so much in my life. Neil Maddox, the last 3 years, he's taken 2nd at regionals to Kalipa. So now with Kalipa gone, it's a great time to be Neil Maddox.
China Cho first off the rig, onto her set of 15.
This is a phenomenal performance by Josh, exactly what his fans and all of us want to see.
But can Josh Bridges hang top with Rasmus Anderson, who is on his final rope climb?
Tell me what happened, because you're usually so aware, but you said he snuck up on you.
Yeah, like I was just listening to the announcer and I wasn't looking over because I was like just kind of trying to stay in my zone and do my thing, and I felt like I was on a good pace. And I never heard Rasmus's name over the announcer, so I thought, I'm good. I think I got him by a rope climb. You know, I think I'm good. And that bastard hit those last 2 rope climbs pretty fast.
And Rasmus will move ahead of Bridges and finish with an unofficial time of 8:03, good enough for 2nd overall, close behind Bridges. So Josh getting a top 3 finish, definitely needing that going into day 2. China Cho, 20 feet away from the fastest Tommy V time in history. 7 minutes, unofficially 54 seconds for China Cho.
I have chills all up and down my entire body. The first female to complete this event under 8 minutes. How phenomenal is that?
I think Josh Bridges is in serious trouble moving into day 2. So day 1 didn't go his way. Yes, event number 1, 25th place, which sounds so bad, and it is in the point standings, but he did it in 2 minutes and 59 seconds. That's just how fast the field is.
Well, after day 1, it's a NorCal woman who sits on top of the leaderboard, and that's China Cho after a record-setting performance there in event 2. Brook Ence, back-to-back 5th place finishes, have her sitting in 2nd. Lindsey Valenzuela trying to make her way back to the Games. She is in 3rd. And then Alessandra Pacelli, another NorCal woman. So good day for the NorCal women, but again, a lot of events and 35 points separating 5th from 12th, so plenty that still needs to be decided.
You're the only one who has 7 who's going for 8. Do you think about that?
Yeah, of course. It's been on top of my mind, but it's one of those things where yesterday it was really at the forefront, and today I've decided, like, that's not what it's about.
I would put my money on Bridges for this particular event because if anybody has seen him compete in the past, they know that when it counts, he pulls it out in order to be able to make it.
What do you do on event 3 to get yourself back in the top 5?
Win it.
I believe that I can do well here and be on the podium. So I'm really happy where I'm sitting right now.
I probably won't be the first one off the true form, but I'm ready to bring it after that. I like the pain cave kind of workouts, and this is definitely one of them.
I've kind of wrapped my head around the fact that this is not as bad as the hundreds from 2013, so I would say that one is probably the best for me. Of the 3, I do not like it the most, that's for sure. It's 26 minutes long, who likes that?
Matt Fraser was 14:56 after the GHD sit-ups, so 10 seconds ahead of pace. Josh Bridges, this is exactly what he does. He is that home run hitter. China Cho has a 28-rep lead on Lindsey Valenzuela, who's the only other athlete onto the box jump overs, as the rest of the field trying to make up ground in their sumo deadlift high pulls. And Josh Bridges, with the roar of the crowd, is going to take event number 3. 5 left to go for China Cho. One box jump over short.
It almost looked like you pulled back because you came within 1 rep of finishing.
I honestly had no idea that I was that close until the last 20, and by that point it was like 23 or 25 seconds, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I got this far. What do I even do? I don't even know what happened at the end.
These 2 events, especially the snatch, is not an event where I'm going to win the weekend. I don't want to say a damage control event. I can still do pretty good and pick up some points, but I know there's guys out there who can snatch more than me, and snatch isn't my most consistent lift, so I have to play it a little bit safe in order to avoid catastrophe.
There are 200 points on the line right here in this next 2 events.
We have a 250-foot handstand walk down and back at 125 feet apiece.
Are you looking at the leaderboard and thinking about the point spread? How do you evaluate that?
No, trying really hard not to, because all I can do is go out and do the best I can and let the cards fall how they do.
Bailey is just 15 feet away, and if he can stay on his hands, he will set the new time to beat here at the California Regional, but he's got to cross the finish line, so it's going to be close. Julian Alcaraz will finish in second. Bailey 144.5, so that won't be the best time. And now we're trying to look, where is Josh Bridges?
Where is John Pera, who is sitting in first place after event 3, is way back in the other side of the field.
Rebecca Voigt, she crashes down very hard. She could move herself up into the top 3. She has to sprint across, and that may be enough for Rebecca Voigt for a 3rd place finish. Grigsby will cross. Grigsby is sitting in 4th place. She was 6th coming into today. Brook Ence will cross the finish line. Brook getting ahead of Lindsey and China Cho. That will be good for her seating. Valenzuela and China Cho do not finish. Done with event 4, moving on to event 5, 1 rep mat snatch. They'll have 20 seconds per lift with 1 minute and 20 seconds in between.
It's kind of stressful knowing that you have only 2 20-second windows, but you know, anything can happen. I'm going to try to put forth my best and see what everyone else is putting up from previous heats and then go from there.
I've practiced it 2 different ways, starting with lighter weight, going to a heavyweight, and then starting with heavyweight, going to a heavier weight. Both turned out just fine for me. So it's going to depend on how I feel with the stress of competing, paired with fatigue from yesterday, paired with fatigue from everything else today.
Okay, how about a number?
No.
You're not going to give me a number?
Nah.
Let's lift like Lindsey. We know that you're a great lifter. What are you going to open with?
I'm not telling you.
Who am I going to tell?
Everyone.
Would it matter if I told anyone?
Yes.
Lindsey Valenzuela is next.
Opening at 177.
And here becomes that cat and mouse game. The 172 on the left for Pacelli. Pacelli needs this lift as she is looking to try to stay ahead of Rebecca Voigt.
Both ladies made that look easy.
Valenzuela, easy 188. Rebecca Voigt going for 160.
person have good and bad workouts, and I know event 6 for me is going to be my bad workout, the one I'm really going to struggle with. So I'm just trying to get as many points as possible before that, and then we'll see.
In practice, I've been hitting 285, so I mean, I'm going to fill it out. Whatever the top weight is what I'm going for.
Hare on the right, 262. Bailey on the left, 255. Bridges going for 240. With ease, Bridges. It almost seems like a look like he should have gone for more. Rasmus underneath it, stands up with it. Alderman stands up with it. So 60 and 61, and Rasmus is fired up. The most we've seen so far in all regional events across the world, 279, but maybe not for long, as Neil Maddox on the left side of your screen sets a new event record.
Paint a little picture for you here. So I'm on the 18th hole, about 240 yards out. Big water hazard in front of that green. Let me tell you what I'm not holding. I'm not holding a 7-iron. All right, I'm not laying up. Got the 3-wood out, going for it. Time to go for it.
Dan Bailey with 411 points. Neil Maddox now sits in second. Josh Bridges is within striking distance. He is 13 points out, as is Chad Melton.
This is a great workout as long as everyone else is bad at handstand push-ups. So I'm pretty good at hand. I can do them unbroken. I've done this workout like 4 times, so I feel confident about it. But super region, so everyone in the top 10 is pretty good. So
Rebecca Voigt is trying to keep that streak of games appearances alive, looking for her 8th games appearance. She's in 6th, so it is possible.
The names that we haven't spoke of and which we need to are the guys looking over their shoulders at Melton himself. Julian Alcaraz is in 5th, just a few points ahead of him, and Rasmus Anderson, who's holding on to a 3rd place position, needs to have a good event here if he wants to stay in contention. Lindsey Valenzuela, your overall leader, followed just behind her. Rebecca Voigt. Dan Bailey first off the rower. Behind him, Chad Melton and Josh Bridges. These are your 2 who are vying for that 5th place position. Melton, who's in 6th. Bridges, who is in 7th, just separated by mere points. So one of these athletes has to beat the other. Rebecca Voigt, 3 reps remaining, left part of your screen. Grigsby, 3 reps remaining herself at the top right. Becca squeezes 1 more out. She has 1 more rep to go. So Becca Voigt battling with Grigsby. Lane number 8 and lane number 3. That is where the show is in. Rebecca Voigt moving into her 5th and final round. So event record be damned. It's now about who's going to go to the games. And it's between Melton and Bridges. And Melton is first off the wall as Bridges is struggling to get through his last rep.
Spoke with a very emotional Becca Voigt just a few minutes ago. In fact, she got a little teary on me. She said she's most worried about disappointing her family and her friends and her fans. She said she's not sure what to expect with these final 2 events. She does have a game plan. She's going to stick to it. But Becca Voigt is definitely feeling the pressure of trying to make it out to her 8th games.
15 minutes in, 1 minute to go. Becca Voigt has 1 more rep, and she will do it. She has got a race across the finish line. 15:06 was the 2nd place. 15:10 was 3rd.
That is exactly what we wanted to see from Rebecca Voigt in this event.
Grigsby, 1 rep remaining. And if Grigsby can finish, she might move herself back up as well. Melton on the right, 3 more reps to go. The crowd on their feet, counting them out. And Chad Melton will cross his way across the finish line. Good enough for 2nd overall. And that is exactly what he needed to get into contention. Bailey holding on to a 1st place position on top of the leaderboard. And Josh Bridges, watch out for Josh Bridges.
Listen to this final heat. Wes Pyatt in 10th, Kenny Leverage, Rasmus, Ben Alderman, Julian Alcaraz, Bridges in 5th, Chad Melton, who's on fire today, 4th, John Para, Neil Maddox, Dan Bailey. That's a heat for you. That's a heat for you.
My prediction is that Para gets bumped.
I think Para's going to be just fine.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I think it's going to stay exactly as it is. If I was going to make a prediction, I don't know this Alcaraz kid at all. I think Bridges could be in trouble though.
I think I landed on the green on that one. I think I landed on the green, so.
So where are we now?
Now we got that, you know, it's about a 10, 15-foot putt, right? And then if I put it in, I'm golden. If I miss it, I'm probably gonna be hanging out for a while.
So it's good to see Grigsby doing as well as she has. She's always been really close. I think Sandra's gonna be right there. She's close. She's in 6th place right now.
Well, if she can get through the muscle-ups quickly.
This is great because it's gonna be a race. I think Brooke could beat Valenzuela on this. It's gonna be either of theirs to win the whole thing. Voigt, you can't kill her. She came in 6th place. She's gonna keep that spot.
Yeah.
Show, you know, she's a little taller. I'm not sure how her strength's gonna be at the very end on the heavyweights, but
not her strength, I don't think. I think she'll be great on the muscle-ups, and I think she'll get passed by a few athletes.
And it's Pacelli. That's the one she's got to worry about. If Pacelli wins or goes high, and Cho finishes low, then she could end up in 6th place. Ence versus Valenzuela too. That's just gonna be a straight-up race.
Man.
Hey, you can win.
Don't talk like that to me. I don't want to hear that.
Don't say that.
All right, do you want a Pop-Tart?
Gosh damn, these regionals are getting way more competitive. You good? Not good? Oh, yeah. Okay. Nope. Nope, I didn't make it. Oh, well, that's for the event. Third mark, sorry. The event. Nope, 6th.
I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say.
This is my first year as an individual, and I came in here with just the goal of being like top 10, and there's a lot of good competition here, and once I saw where the leaderboard kept stacking, I was like, you know what? I have it in me, and you know, I thank Rebecca Voigt for always helping me out. Like, we're good training partners, and it's just awesome, man. It's a good feeling.
It means so. It means so much. I worked all year, and I can't believe it happened. I'm really excited.
Pretty much, 2.5 years ago, I decided I wanted to go,
and I've been training every day ever since, so it means a lot. I'm so excited, it doesn't feel real. 8 times, holy shit.